2023 has started slower than any bow season I can ever remember. For whatever reason, it seems like the woods are 2 or 3 weeks behind schedule, with the acorns being late and the deer still on summer patterns. It's made my life a little more difficult. I've had a whole lot of boring sets. Finally, things are starting to get normal and the feed trees are starting to heat up a little bit, at least what's there. Dad located a really hot red oak, and we were really excited to both be sitting over it that evening. Anytime I get a chance to hunt with Dad, I'm going to try to do it, and this was no exception.
So you see what we're trying to do here? I wear this saddle as a safety harness. I've just started this year to where I can, in situations like this where I'm just in a terrible tree, I can kind of do both, and that's what I'm doing. So if the deer do what it looks like they're going to do, I'm going to have to shoot them with the saddle. But anyways, it's real hot in here, just like I said on the way over. I think there's about a 50-50 shot we're going to get smelled, but we're going to give it the go. We're both going to try to kill one. There's been a ton of deer in here, so we're not going to be real picky. First couple of those we get a chance at, we're going to try to take. But anyways, hopefully it's a good evening. Hopefully I have some action here shortly.
As you saw, it got too dark. It was pretty slow that evening, but that story's not over. Be checking back here in a week or two. You'll get to see how that story unfolds, and it's pretty cool.
All right, welcome back to a tree here in North Carolina. It is September 30th, I think. Yeah, it's September 30th. Got in here this morning, and there's a lot of deer coming into this red oak right here. It's a full moon though, which is always difficult. Probably 8:30 or 9 before I see anything, but I went ahead and got in here early anyway because you never know. The wind is northwest this morning, which is going down and across, and it should be the perfect just off scenario if they hook in here to get to these acorns. It ought to be just barely good, which is always the best scenario to hunt. Well, that went to plan so far. A big family group came in, and I didn't get to film them come all the way in because, alright, I had a deer under me and I was trying not to get busted by it. And they came up and worked exactly like I thought they would. They were here forever. It's a family group. Big mama doe, last year's fawn and this year's fawn. So I waited on the dry one, maybe about a 17-yard shot, something like that, 16-yard shot. And it looked like I absolutely made a great shot. Maybe a fuzz low, but exactly where I was looking. I was kind of expecting her to drop a little more than she did, but she circled up above me and just kind of was right here close, 10 yards, and didn't really act hit. And I kind of thought she was going to go down, but then I'm like, I don't really know. So I started trying to get another arrow in. She saw me do that and then tried to cross the holler. Cautiously optimistic, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I feel really good about it, but the way she acted just concerns me. I shot her about 9:15, I think. I'm gonna sit here till about 10 o'clock. I'm gonna ease down real slowly because I think there's a chance that she might can see me. When I get down, I'm gonna ease down real slow and check the blood and just see what we're looking at. Anyways, I'm still shaking like a leaf. If you can hear my jaw. It's awesome, man. It's why we do this, man. Why we do it.
To be honest, man, going back and looking at that footage and through my mind's eye, it looked absolutely perfect. And I didn't know it at this point, and you can tell by my reaction, I knew something wasn't quite right, and I should have followed that gut feeling more. We ended up bumping the deer. It let Dad get very close to it and then jumped off in a direction. Looking back on it, should have gave her just a little bit more time. But when you're hunting early season, you got to think about meat, being able to salvage the meat. And truth is, when we came back, things were super tough. Actually, we covered, for a couple hours there, we covered all of the thickets around the area in the direction that she went, even the surrounding directions. She had went straight to the creek. It just goes to show you can't give up. You never know, even with a shot that you think is perfect, sometimes things aren't exactly as they seem, and you just got to keep going as a bow hunter. You got to keep looking, and we did all we can do, and it ended up paying off and found the deer.
Deer in a lot of places, but I don't think I've ever found one in a prettier spot, that's for sure. Gorgeous up this creek. Great way to start the season, and hopefully there'll be several more on the way.